Depending on the reference point that is used, a specific offer can be interpreted either as a gain or as a loss. Remember our introductory example of John and Chris. Chris wants to buy John's car. Imagine that Chris makes John an offer of $9,000. In order to assess whether this offer is worthwhile or not, John will have to compare it with a reference point. If he compares the $9,000 to his reservation point of $8,500, John will consider the offer of $9,000 as a gain. Indeed, with $9,000, John earns $500 more than his reservation point. In this case, John is likely to see Chris's offer in a positive light. He is gaining something. If, however, instead of using his reservation point as a reference point, John decides to use his aspiration point, his interpretation of Chris's offer will be radically different. With John's aspiration point set at $9,500, the comparison of the offered $9,000 to this reference point will lead John to view his situation in terms of a loss rather than a gain. Indeed, in this case, John considers that he is $500 below his reference point, which will lead him to interpret his situation negatively. He is in a loss situation. The interpretation of a situation in terms of gain or loss changes subsequent decisions. When negotiators perceive their position as a loss, they take more risk, they set higher aspiration point, make fewer concessions, and reach more deadlocks in discussions when they interpret the situation as a gain. More generally, when they see themselves as losing, negotiators take more risk, are more competitive and aggressive. One explanation that has been given to this type of outcome is called loss aversion. Loss aversion highlights the fact that the losses we incur have a greater psychological impact than the gains we make. This means that for an equivalent amount of money, the pain a person feels at losing $500 has a greater psychological impact on their functioning than the satisfaction they might feel from gaining $500. To sum up, as losses outweigh gains in psychological terms, loss framings motivate negotiators to want more and lead them to be more intransigent towards their counterpart.